together. Look, if you spook her, trust me, she's gone.
Hello everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Nollywood Movie Reviews. It's been a second, so we got a copyright strike, so we had to lay low for a little bit. What can I say? YouTube showed us pepper, but now we're back. So guys, our first review coming back is Life and Dirt. So this movie features a cast that includes Uzor, Arukwe, Shaffy Bello, Bovi, Ugbomma, Idia, Aisien, Rick Hassani, Dorcas, Shola, Fapson, Kanayo, Jide, Kosoko. Was such a awesome cast. This movie is streaming on Prime, by the way. So this is not a typical movie. It's a 5 episode series, and it's filled with lots of suspense, desperation, betrayal, and a very captivating thriller. As this series unfolds in the first 2 parts, you're not quite sure where this is leading to, but there's a strange woman portrayed by Shaffy Bello. She's promising heaven and earth, but you know how it is, it's not without strings. So Life and Death follows a very intense story of a young man, Joshua. Joshua is portrayed by Bovi. His ambition is to become like wealthy, like billionaire wealthy, not even millionaire. And so they take him on a wild journey. And so the question becomes, is he going to survive all this tests, all this crazy tests? So the storytelling for me, it was very creative and very ambitious. But it also reminds me of like old school Nollywood movie, but with a modern twist. You know, a quick get rich scheme, but you have to do something crazy in return. You know how that goes. So let me just say this now. If anyone promises you overnight wealth, run the other way. Don't say I didn't tell you. I told you. Back to the review. So this series is very gripping and infused with some humor, family drama, and lots of twists and turns that keep you glued to your seat. At least it kept me glued to my seat. And I basically binge watched the entire season. It still took a few days. So the first 2 episodes, for me, it's unraveled slowly. But you get to see how each characters develop. So they focused on the sisters, their dad, their family background, where they're coming from, you know, the kind of things they do, their work ethics, just different things in their life. So you kind of get to see that. And then the other side is this young man, young assistant or whatever you want to call him, Bovi's character, who is just trying to make a living and do better in life, right? So there's like a plot and a subplot. Now, the things I really loved about this movie, I loved the production quality of this series. I thought it was really good. And I loved the audio was really good as well. The cinematography worked very well. There was a scene when Bovi's character and Chidi Mokeme's character were walking through the streets. It was just really nice. One of my favorite scenes, well, first of all, I loved the relationship between the sisters, which is Inkem and Ijoma or IJ. Like they really go hard for each other. And so my favorite scene was when Ijoma was defending her sister against her husband. Her husband is Uzor Arukwe. I mean, she dressed him down. Like I felt every emotion. She did such an awesome job. So my main negative for this drama is I'm not sure if Bovi was the best person for this role. And I think maybe because I've always seen him as a comedian, like I feel like Bovi's face, even when you look at his face, he always has like a funny expression. It's just always funny, or you're thinking he's going to say something funny. And so this movie was definitely different. this is role, Bovi's role character developed into like a really deep and dark role. And I just feel like they didn't cast that role well. I don't think it was a perfect fit, but this is my opinion. What do you guys think? If you've seen the movie, do you think Bovi was right for that role? I really think, Uzor Arukwe would have been good for that role. Just somebody at core, because Uzor acted in Criminal, and he did such a really good job being criminal or being a little prick, right? So this is season 1, which means we can expect season 2 in the nearest future. Overall, I would say this was a good and entertaining watch. The pacing was slow, like I mentioned earlier, but they also had really high moments. I think it was definitely a plus to have the likes of Uzor, Arukwe, Chidi, who is an awesome actor, Jide Kosoko, but he had a very little role at the end, and KOK. These actors, they all brought their A game. So take your flowers. So this is a good series to binge watch this weekend or any weekend. And the series, I think my favorite part of the series was the end. It came with an ultimate banger. Like I literally could not close my mouth because it was just like, what? And I think the lesson in this series is not to trust anyone. So guys, have you seen Life and Death? It's streaming on Prime. What are your thoughts? What do you think about everything I've said? Do you agree or disagree with my ratings? I will give it a 7 over 10. It was no way perfect. It had some issues. Some things didn't add up. But nevertheless, I thought it was good. It was entertaining. It was captivating. It was thrilling. I even got a little scared in some parts. Overall, I liked it. So let me know your thoughts. Have you subscribed? Don't forget to subscribe and share. And until next time, peace out, guys.